friends, welcome to economic classes. In the last class we have discussed about some of the concepts related to price elasticity of demand and how to calculate price elasticity of demand in two methods, that is point of sale method or direct method, and the other method, that is arc method or indirect method. Friends, in this today's class we just go through the different classifications of price elasticity of demand. So let us come to this point now. Classifications of price elasticity of demand. Friends, here in the classifications of price elasticity of demand, we have 5 classifications here. If I go with one by one, that the first one, perfectly elastic, perfectly elastic demand. Second one, perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand. Third one, more elastic or relatively elastic. Elastic demand. This is the third one. Whereas fourth one, less elastic or relatively inelastic. Inelastic demand. And the fifth one, that is unitary or equal elasticity of demand. Okay, so these are the 5 different classifications of price elasticity of demand. The first one, perfectly elasticity of demand. Secondly, perfectly inelastic demand. More elastic or relatively elastic demand. Less elastic or relatively inelastic demand. The last one, unitary or equal elasticity of demand. So let us come with first one here, that is perfectly elastic demand. So perfectly elastic demand, what actually it tells us? So perfectly elastic, again here in the price elasticity of demand, we already seen that. Here we are just seeing the relationship between price and quantity demand. That is what we already seen in the price elasticity of demand. The responsiveness of the quantity demand to a change in price, and that is what we already defined, that is price elasticity of demand. Now, here in case of perfectly elasticity demand, so here we are going to see again the relationship between price and the quantity demand. Okay, but how we are going to say this as a perfectly elastic demand? So, friends, here we are going to say that whatever change or no change in the price, whatever change in the price or no change in the price, leads to infinity change in quantity demand. See, for what actually we are going to call as a perfectly elasticity of demand here, that is, if any change which occurs in the price, it may be more, it may be less, or it may be no change in the price. But what happens in case of quantity demand? The quantity demand is going to change infinitely, which means we can't say that how much of quantity that demand is going to change due to change in the price. Okay, so here we can't measure how much of quantity of demand is going to change due to change in the price, and that is what we are going to call perfectly elasticity of demand. Alright, once again I just tell you, whatever change or no change in the price leads to infinity to change in the quantity demand, and that is what we are going to call it as a perfectly elasticity of demand. Then how will be the diagram of this perfectly elasticity of demand? So let us see the diagram of this perfectly elasticity of demand. There will be two axes, OX axis and OY axis. On OX axis there will be quantity demand. On OY axis there will be price. This is OY axis and this is OX axis. On OX axis there will be quantity demand, and on OY axis there will be a price of the commodity. Now, as I already told you, there may be any change in the price, but there won't be that is whatever change in the price that leads to infinite infinity change in the quantity demand. So whatever may be the price it is here, but the quantity demand goes to infinity. See, this is what I am going to write as the infinity symbol. So whatever may be the price here, as I already mentioned, it may be constant, it may changes, or it may increase, or it may decrease, whatever. But what about the quantity demand? The quantity demand moves towards the infinity. Infinity, we don't know how much of quantity demand that is going to change here. Okay? So whatever may be the price, that leads to infinity in the quantity demand, and that is what we are going to call it as a perfectly elasticity of demand. Then here, the nature of the demand curve is horizontal line to OX axis. The nature of the demand curve here is horizontal line to OX axis. You can just see this is the line which is horizontal to OX axis. Okay, so this is what the nature of demand curve. So here you have to keep in your mind about the three things here. One thing, the meaning of this perfectly elasticity of demand. The second one, in which side that the quantity demand is going to move with a change in the price, and what is the nature of demand curve. Okay, so this is in case of perfectly elasticity of demand. Coming to the second one here, perfectly inelastic. So inelastic is the opposite word of elastic. So as we already discussed in the previous videos, that elastic, which means flexible, which contracts and which expands. But here in case of inelastic, which doesn't change in case of quantity demand. Inelastic itself, which shows no flexible, no change, and that is what we are going to see in case of second one, that is perfectly inelasticity of demand. Then how do you define this perfectly inelastic of demand? So perfectly inelasticity of demand, that we are going to say again, whatever change or no change in the price, whatever change or no change in the price leads to constant in the quantity demand. As I already told you, it is opposite to perfectly elasticity of demand. How? Here in the perfectly elasticity of demand, whatever may be the price, but the quantity demand moves towards the infinity. It changes are huge. We can't estimate that. But coming to this inelasticity of demand, again we are going to see that whatever may be the change in price, that leads to constant in the quantity demand. Constant, which means there is no change in the quantity demand. Even there may be respective change in the price, but there won't be any change in case of quantity demand, and that is what we are going to call it as a perfectly inelastic. Inelastic, which means no change in the quantity demand. Well, let us come to this. How will be that is how the this is what the curve of this one, demand curve. What is the nature of demand curve here? Again, we draw OX axis and OY axis. This is OX axis and this will be OY axis. Here we write quantity demand and here we write price. Okay, there will be no change in case of OY axis and OX axis. So here, as I already mentioned, inelasticity in the quantity demand due to change in price. So here, I just draw one line like this, and this is how. Here I am going to write 0, 0. 0 which indicates no change, no increase, no decrease. Okay, this is what quantity demand curve, which is vertical to OX axis. This is what the nature of demand curve. If you go through with this here, this is the OX axis where it is vertical in nature. See how it is going to be here. Whatever may be the change in price. Here what change actually occurred in the price we don't know. It may more, it may infinity, or it may be 0 or whatever. But the quantity demand it is remains same. See, this is what quantity demand always remains same. There is no change in the quantity demand, even though there may be a huge increase or no decrease or 0 of the price, and that makes the quantity demand to be unchanged, or there is no change in case of quantity demand. And that is how here the price elasticity of demand is indicating is equal to 0. PED is equal to 0. PED is equal to 0, which indicates price elasticity of demand is 0. There is no change in case of quantity demand. As we come to this previous one, that here how do we represent here? PED is equals to infinity. PED is equal infinity, which indicates the price elasticity of demand equals to infinity, which means whatever may be the change in the price, that leads to huge change or infinity in the quantity demand, and that is how we have discussed in the first one, that is perfectly elastic. And second one, the price elasticity of demand is equal to 0, and that what it indicates, whatever may be the change in the price, and that doesn't changes in the quantity demand, and that is why we are going to represent by PD is equal to 0. Well, so the nature of demand curve is, here it is vertical to OX axis. Well, in case of perfectly elastic, the nature of demand curve is horizontal to X axis, and whereas in case of perfectly inelastic demand, the nature of demand curve is vertical to OX axis. Okay, is that clear? Very good. So come to the third one now. More elasticity of demand are relatively elastic. More elastic or relatively elastic. More elastic. More in what? Again, it is quantity demand. So how you define this? In case of that is what more elasticity of demand. More elasticity of demand. Well, so in case of more elasticity of demand, here we define less change in the price. Less change in the price leads to more change in the quantity demand. More elasticity, which means there is a more change in quantity demand due to less change in the price. See, this is how less change in the price leads to more change in the quantity demand. This is whatever change in the price, that must be less than there is a change in the quantity demand. See, change in the price must be less than the change in the quantity demand, and that is what it is going to indicate here. Less change in the price leads to more change in the quantity demand. Take an example of this here. For example, 10% change in the price of a commodity, that may be leads to, that is how change in the quantity demand may be, if you take for example 30%. 10% change in the price which lead to, that is what 30% change in the quantity demand. Here the change in the price which is less than the change in the quantity demand, and this is what we are going to say as that is more elasticity of demand. Okay, so let us come to the diagram now, how the diagram will be. So the diagram again, y axis and OX axis, and coming to this way here. Well, you just see this is 0 and OX axis, and this is OY axis. Here we write price, and here quantity demand. Well, so here I just write Q1 and Q2, and here I write P1 and P2. Right? So this is what the change in the price. As I mentioned, the vertical line, and that is a change in the price, and this is what I can just mention, and this is the change in quantity. Okay. So if I draw a line here, yeah. See, if the price increases from P1 to P2 and the quantity demand decreases from Q2 to Q1, and whatever change in the price is less than the change in the quantity demand. You can just observe the lines or the gap in between price of two, P1 and P2, and Q1 and Q2. The difference in between these two and the difference between these two, and here the quantity demand, what it has changed due to change in the price is more. Okay, as the quantity demand which is more, that has changed because of the price, and that is what we are going to call it as a more elasticity of demand. Okay, so change in the quantity demand is more than the change in the price, which is called as that is what more elasticity of demand or relatively elasticity of demand. Then how do you write this as a in case of a symbol here? And this is demand. Okay, so here price elasticity of demand is, that is what, is greater than 1. Here price elasticity of demand, after the calculation of the price elasticity of demand, if it comes more than 1, and that is the example for perfect, that is what more elasticity of demand or relatively elasticity of demand. Okay. Okay, so this is how we are going to represent through the symbol, that is PED greater than 1. When come to the next one here, the nature of the demand curve is flatter. See, look at this. This is a flat with moving very broad slope here. This is how we are going to call it as a flat curve. Okay, so this is the more elasticity of demand or relatively elasticity of a demand. And come to the fourth one, that is what less elasticity of demand or relatively inelasticity of demand. The fourth one, that now it is going to be less elasticity of demand. Less elasticity of demand or that is what relatively inelastic. Relatively inelastic demand. So here you just see less elasticity of demand. It is again opposite to the third one here. As in the third one we have seen there is a more change in the quantity demand due to less change in the price, but here it is reverse. How it is going to be reverse here? You just see here more change in the price, more change in the price, more change in the price leads to less change in the quantity demand, less change in the quantity demand. See, more change in the price leads to less change in the quantity demand. This is what? Less change in the quantity demand. As in the last case we have seen more change in the quantity demand due to less change in the price, but here what we are going to say, less change in the quantity demand due to more change in the price. Okay, so this is how we are going to call less elasticity of demand or relatively inelastic. Relatively inelastic means relatively, very comparatively very less. Okay, so compared to the other one it is very less here. Okay, so this is how we are going to call it as a less elasticity of demand. Well, so how do you put it into the that is how we still, if you see how it is going to be. So change in the price, if it may be 30%, change in the price may be 30%, which makes change in the quantity demand maybe 20%. If there is a change in the price which will be 30%, and that leads to change in the quantity demand if it is 20%, where this 30% which is greater than 20%, and this is what we are going to call it as a less elasticity of demand. Here it is a less, right? So here price elasticity, classification of price elasticity of demand, whatever we are seeing, where we are focusing, actually we are focusing on the quantity demand, whether quantity demand changes or not, if changes, whether it changes more or it changes less, and that is what we are focusing. So for that reason, here it changes less, 20% which is less than 30%, so for that reason we are going to call it as a less elasticity of demand. So let us come to the diagram point of view here. So again, OX axis and OY axis, this OX axis and this OY axis. Okay, so if I draw the diagram here, well, now just see, and this is a change in the price, and this is the change in the quantity demand. Okay, so P1, P2, Q1, Q2, and here it is quantity demand and it is price. Okay, this is D dash. Now you just focus on this one. Now here the change in the price is this much and the change in the quantity is only this much, which means the change in the price is more, whereas the change in the quantity demand is less. So that is what here we say, change in the price, that is from P1 to P2, is more than the change in the quantity demand from Q1 to Q2. That is how we are going to call it as a less elasticity of demand. See, the change in quantity is less than the change in the price, and that is what it is, less elasticity of demand. How do you write it in the symbolically? PED is less than 1. So whatever the calculation we do of this price elasticity of demand, with the result which comes less than 1, and surely it will be the relatively inelastic or less elasticity of the demand. Okay, the nature of demand curve here. What is the nature of demand curve here? The nature of the demand curve here is steeper. Steeper. Here the nature what? Is a narrow slope. In case of in the more elasticity we have seen broad scope, but here it is narrow scope. Okay, so because of that reason, we are going to call this demand curve as a steeper demand curve which slopes narrowly. Okay, so this is how it's about less elasticity of demand or relatively inelasticity of the demand. So let us come to the last one, and that is unitary elasticity of demand. Unitary or equal elasticity of demand. Unitary or we can also call it as equal elasticity of demand. Unitary or equal elasticity of demand. Okay, so unitary or equal. Now in the word itself we can find out that unitary or equal. Equal means what? Both are same. So here the percentage or the change in the price which is exactly equal to the change in the quantity demand. In other words, if I say percentage change in the price is exactly equal to percentage change in the quantity demand. Right? So whatever change in the price that leads to same percentage change in the quantity demand, then we are going to call it as a unitary or equal elasticity of demand. Say for example, here is 50% change in the price, 50% change in the price is 50%, which is exactly equal to 50% is going to be change in the quantity demand. See, this 50% and this 50% must be equal. If this is going to be equal, then we are going to call it as a equal elasticity of demand or unitary elasticity of the demand. Well, let us come to the diagram point of view. So diagram will be, I can say, x-axis and y-axis. Y-axis quantity demand, y-axis price. Now if I draw this one here, demand curve will be, now you just see the difference between this price and the quantity from here to here must be same. P1 and P2, and this is Q1 and Q2, and this is how the demand curve will be. Okay, D dash. Now you just see the change in the price from P1 to P2 and the change in the quantity demand from Q1 to Q2, both are same. Here the difference and here the difference are one and the same, are equal. So due to this reason only we are going to call this as a unitary or equal elasticity of demand. Well, so how do you write this in a symbolically? ED is equals to 1. So if the price elasticity of demand after the calculation, if it comes equals to 1, then it is going to be an example of unitary elasticity of demand or equal elasticity of the demand. Well, so what is the nature of demand curve here? So look at this demand curve here. The demand curve, which is like a curve shape, but it is going to be called as rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola. The nature of demand curve in case of unitary elasticity of demand is rectangular hyperbola. Well, so this is how the different classification of price elasticity of demand we are going to have in economics, and that is one: perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic, more elastic, less elastic, unitary elastic. See friends, more and more of the questions on price elasticity of demand have arisen on these 5 different classifications. They may ask you if price elasticity of demand PED is equals to 1. It is an example for dash. They will give 4 options. You have to select. If PED is equal to 1, what is the example for it? So this is an example for unitary elasticity of demand. Or sometimes they may also ask the nature of demand curve for more elasticity of demand. The nature of demand curve for more elasticity of demand. Then what is the nature of demand curve for more elasticity of demand? And that is flatter. Okay. If the nature of demand curve for first one, perfectly elasticity of demand, means it's a horizontal to y-axis. Like that, so many of examples, so many of questions on these they are going to ask, and you must be very ready to find the correct answer. And I hope this will help you to attempt several competitive exams and to get more marks in your board exams and all. Okay, and this is what I expected to teach in this class, and we have completed successfully. In the next class, we just go through with the linear demand curve and further different topics. Okay, until stay at home and be happy with yourself, and thank you so much.